Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. I have missed y'all. I'm not even joking. Today, I'm doing a video on all of the fragrances that I would recommend for this spring. These are the fragrances that I honestly love the most. I have my moments where I like a little gourmand and I like something a little bit more spicy, but when it comes to florals, they will always be my first love. Florals of all variations, sweet and spicy, fresh and musky, sexy and grown. Those are the fragrances that I love the most. I pretty much wear them all year round, but in the spring and summer, they definitely make their moment and they are the main character. So I'm going to go through these fragrances. Some of them are old, some of them are brand new to my collection. I'm going to do a huge haul because I think since January, I've added about 50 new fragrances to my collection. So a huge haul is coming. Let me know if you guys want me to break it up into designer and affordable and then niche fragrances. So I could do 2 parts or just put it into one video. Comment down below and let me know. But hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic, that your months are going amazing, and that everything is blessed. 2024 is my feminine energy year. I am doing my makeup differently. I'm dressing differently. I'm taking care of my body, not just physically, but also internally. And I just feel like I'm at the best place in my life in terms of how I feel about myself. I am just loving the woman that I am. I am living a softer life. Most importantly, allowing myself to be softer, because us women, we feel like we got to do any and everything, and that can be exhausting and kind of like build all these walls and harden your heart a little bit. And this year, I've kind of just let go and I'm smiling more, and I love that about myself. So when it comes to fragrances, they have to make me feel something, and these fragrances make me feel like a woman. I'm going to start off with a banger because this one I just purchased. It was celebrating me. I just hit over 100K over on Instagram. Hoping to do that here soon. I know I got to upload more if I want to do that. But this fragrance was kind of like a little treat for myself. It was one that was on my wish list for a little while, and I made it down to the store, smell a few, and this caught my eye. This is the fragrance from Ex Nihilo, and it's called Flor Narcotic. I got the straight version. Honey, this fragrance, this is the type of fragrance that I would create if I came out with a perfume. Something grown, sexy, floral, creamy floral, sweet, beautiful, attractive, and definitely attention grabbing. This brand specifically, I tried out a few of their fragrances and I already have about 4 on my wish list because they really do beautiful fragrances that are so wearable, but have that feminine vibe to them. This one, Lust in Paradise, even the original Flor Narcotic that is just the Eau de Parfum is beautiful. It's a little bit fresher while this one is more creamy. In this fragrance, it's pretty much a white floral scent. It's very fresh in the opening. There is lychee in here and there is bergamot. I love the note of lychee in my fragrances. I'm discovering that now. I really gravitate towards that note. It adds this like spiciness to the fragrance while still providing that fruity tone. In the mid, you have peony, which is one of my favorite florals. There is jasmine here. I think there's freesia in here too. And then in the base, we have some musk and I think moss. It smells so good. It's very sensual in a way, but still very wearable. It's like sexy, but not raunchy sexy. It's sophisticated sexy. I love this one, and it leaves a beautiful cloud. I took this away with me on a weekend that I went with my husband, and as soon as I entered the elevator after spraying this down, got dressed, so many people were like, oh my God, that perfume smells incredible. It smells so good. Very grown. I do think this is more of a mature scent. So if you like white florals that's slightly more mature, you will really enjoy this one. Definitely get yourself a sample. If I can find a place that provides samples, I will link it down below. But this is sophisticated. It smells expensive, and I already have a little bit of a dent in it. And I feel like I want to get a smaller bottle of the Eau de Parfum version because because that one has a bit more of a fresher tone. So really appropriate for daytime, while this one mainly for evening time. But you can pull this off any time of the day, honestly. The next fragrance is fairly new to my collection also. Definitely a fruity floral scent. And this is the new Miss Dior, which was created by Francis Kirk de Jean alongside another perfumer. This is stunning. It's such a girly scent, very classic and fresh and airy. You definitely get a lot of fruity tones in the opening, and then you go down to those florals and the base, and it's just an attractive fragrance. I feel like they took all the variations of the older Miss Dior's and made this one a little bit more modern. I just love this one so much more. And I have about 3 of the other versions of Miss Dior. Absolutely Blooming is another favorite of mine because I love the sweet tone in this one. This is less sweet than that one. It's just so wearable. Like, this is a perfect signature scent for the spring and summertime. There is so much freshness in the opening. There's a couple of fruity tones in there, like apricot, peach. There is a jasmine note, and in the base there is, I think, moss, patchouli. The patchouli, you definitely will get it, but not as strong as the older Miss Dior's, but there is some substance to the patchouli in the dry down. I think it's so beautiful. This fragrance got me so many compliments already. I do have a bit of a dent. I didn't get the big bottle. I think I should have, because I'm wearing it quite often. My husband really loves this one on me too. It's just very ladylike. That's what I want to say. It's very pretty. It's very elegant, and it's just beautiful, fresh, fruity floral with that sweet tone, and that patchouli just adds a little bit of a green tone, like an earthy green tone. But honestly, I don't think that the patchouli is overwhelming. Of course, you can go into Sephora and try it out. The bottle is so beautiful. I really like what they did with the actual labeling. I like that it's a little bit more textured and this beautiful bow. Overall, I am going to give this one a 10 out of 10 for sure. If you love your fruity florals, this one very much is a fruity floral. You're not going to get too much of the florals or like rose tone. You're going to get a lot of that juicy fruity tone. The next fragrance is a love for me. You guys have heard me talk about this on the channel many times, and it always comes up to play in the spring and summertime. And this is Labo's Rose 31. Look at my dent. I actually stopped using this purposely because I didn't want to finish it. I'm definitely going to go into stores and get it refilled because it's one of my favorite fresh rose scents. It's very sentimental because my husband got this for me on a Christmas gift, and it's just like a scent that I have so many great memories with. It's such a beautiful, fresh, I'm talking fresh rose with a musky dry down, like a white musk. It's kind of sharp, it's a little bit spicy, and it's very elegant to me. This one, I want to exude elegance, like just ultra elegance. This is it. It smells like old money to me. It does have that like minimalistic, clean girl aesthetics vibe. And if you like a musky scent, this is one you don't want to play around with. And I know that Labo has a rep for not lasting long, but honestly, this one and even another 13 last forever on me. On the skin, I would get about 8 hours plus, and on my clothes, literally you have to throw it in the wash because the scent will just cling to my clothes. I think it's the dry down of that musk. It's just so prominent, and it's just one of those fragrances that is very elegant. I get so many compliments on this one. This is a fragrance that a lot of people love to smell on me. I also love to layer this one with another 13. Those two together, no one else is going to smell like you, I guarantee, and it lingers. Like, you're walking around, trust me, everyone will smell you when you pair those two together. So if you have these two fragrances, definitely do that. Now, if you're on a budget and you want a similar scent profile, I would take a very fresh floral, say like Chance from Chanel, and then I would take something more musky like Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume, Superdose. Pair them together, you'll probably get a similar vibe to this combo that I'm talking about. But honestly, this fragrance is just so beautiful, and it always shines in my collection. Hence the dent. Like, this dent is humongous. Next fragrance is one that I've had on my wish list for a long time. I honestly don't know why I bit the bullet. No, I do know. I know because I always hear people say that this fragrance just doesn't last. Not just this fragrance, specifically the brand. And I was like, I'm not going to spend that amount of money on a fragrance that's not going to last. But honestly, when I think about it, I don't give a damn when fragrances don't last too long, because specific fragrances I wear for occasions that last me about 2, 3, 4 hours max. So all of my fragrances really do the job. They last the amount of time that I need them to last. And when I'm at home, I don't need a fragrance that's going to be beast mode, to be completely honest. So I kind of overlook the longevity, but I love to tell you guys, because this is a review channel and you got to know before spending your money, what is the quality, what is the longevity and the scent and all of that stuff, right? But for me, it doesn't make me not buy a fragrance unless it has horrible, like super horrible longevity. Like, I can't smell it after an hour, right? Long story short, this is Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede. Oh my God, this fragrance. This fragrance is just so feminine. It's so light and airy, but there's this suede note in there that just gives so much texture to the scent. It makes me feel so happy and so girly, and I just love this as a signature scent on a woman. Oh, when I smell this, I can definitely pick up on that peony and I can pick up on that rose. It's a fresh rose. And then the suede in that dry down is just balancing all those floral notes that are very, very fresh. So it adds a little bit more character to the fragrance. This smells like a Sunday morning, clean, crisp, pastel tone clothing, hair pulled back, little gloss, maybe no makeup, but the face, okay? The makeup is not there, but the skin is skinning. Your skin is glowing and you are going out for brunch, okay? You are having maybe a beautiful mimosa or maybe just some sparkling wine and very light finger food. Oh, this smells like this. This smells like that. It's a beautiful spring day. The sun is shining. It's not overly hot, but it's warm enough that you can sit on a patio and just overlook the water. That's what this smells like. It smells like a bouquet of flowers to me, but you still get a lot of substance. It's not just going to be floral. That dry down with the suede really provides a lot for this fragrance. And I think it's going to probably be my go-to kind of everyday spring and summer scent, just because it's so wearable, but really still beautiful. It's gorgeous. Now, the longevity on this is not super, super long. I'll be honest. I get about, without becoming a skin scent, I get about 3-4 hours with the projection, and then it's closer to the skin. So what I would probably do if I wanted it to last a little bit longer is take a travel size and re-up the scent after about 4 hours, and I'm good to go. But it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I had to have it. I got it during the Sephora sale, so I did get my 20% off, but this is beautiful. I love this scent. Fun fact, I actually have a candle that's inspired by this fragrance, guys. It hasn't launched yet. It's for our spring collection. I fell in love with the scent so much that I wanted my bedroom to smell like it permanently. So I created a fragrance that I could put into a candle and my room just smells so good. Like, it smells like a girl's or a woman's bedroom. And so that candle will be launching very soon on the website. It's part of our spring collection over at Illuminar. And if you're new here, I do own my very own brand where we have luxury scented candles that are non-toxic. We have wooden wicks, but we're coming out with cotton wicks, and I'm just so proud of my baby. Definitely a lot of free tones in this fragrance, but I think it's so beautiful, and I could definitely see myself wearing this a lot for date nights during the spring and summertime. This is C from Armani, and it's the intense version, the newer intense version, not the back in the days. This is the newer one. I love these bottles so much. I think they're so beautiful, and the fact that the juice is this dark just does something to me. I love the C lineup, but this one has become a favorite. This one in C Passione, this one is so beautiful. There is a black currant note in all of the C's, and this one you definitely get a prominent note of that. There are florals in the base and then some vanilla also. It's just so stunning. It smells very sexy woman-like. Like this is a bit more sexy for me. Like if I'm getting dressed, I'm putting on a beautiful dress, my makeup is done, I want to smell a little bit more sexy, maybe I'm going to a fine dine restaurant, this is something that I would absolutely wear. I love the fact that this one is a fruity floral, but it's not juvenile. It's not like that bubble gummy floral scent. I feel like it still smells a little bit more grown. It's sexy. Ooh! The sweetness in here just pulls me. And I love that the black currant in here is very well balanced. It's prominent, but it's not overpowering all the other notes. And some of the C's definitely do that for me. Like the older version of the C Intense, that black currant note was very much taking over the fragrance. While this one, it just provides that dark juice that you want in a fragrance for date night. Oh, she's sweet. She's grown. This is like femme fatale vibes. Like if you have that aesthetics, like red lipstick, wearing black heels, a little black dress, this is the kind of fragrance that I would recommend. And this is a fragrance that you can definitely overspray. I'll be completely honest. It's not like beast mode, but for a dinner day, you're going to be out for maybe what, 2-3 hours. This is going to be really great as long as you overspray. I always overspray most of my designer fragrances. And when I say overspray, I'm talking about 10 to 20 sprays. I know that sounds insane, but if you ever see me spraying my fragrance, it doesn't look insane because you are spraying pretty much head to toe. Maybe I could do a spraying fragrance video for you guys to show you exactly how I spray my fragrance, but we are not doing this, okay? We are not doing this and going. No, honey, we are doing here, we are doing here, we're doing back here, okay? We're doing right here, we're doing behind the knees, we're doing behind the ankles, we're doing a little bit on the back. It adds up. It adds up. And trust me, that's when you get the most compliments. And that's when people actually can smell your fragrance. Next floral that I'm going to talk about is one that I love, love, love and have worn quite a bit last year. It's one that has been featured on my channel so many times, but I still love it and I can't wait to pull it out again. I'm actually going to create a whole new shelf here for all of my spring and summer scents. We're talking about this one. This is Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir Rose. I love this fragrance. It went super duper viral, maybe like a year or two ago for all the right reasons. This is the perfect rose musky scent. It's so well balanced. It's so feminine. Like this is very, very feminine. It's one of those fragrances that is light but has a lot of substance and character, and you could definitely overspray this one. I don't feel like it's overpowering whatsoever. Like I can go ham with this one and it still smells very suave and light and just beautiful and juicy. I love the floral tones in here. They're so gentle, and then that musk just adds this like slightly animalic tone that is quite like sensual and like almost erotic. I always describe this fragrance like that. There is something in the musk of this particular brand that gives off the most sensual tone to a fragrance. Very much sexy, like Netflix and chill moment. If you know you're on your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 10th date and it's going down, this is the kind of fragrance you want to wear, honey. It smells so good, and it is a fragrance that is very simple but quite memorable. So definitely try this one out if you haven't already. It's very feminine. Like if you are ultra feminine, you need this one in your collection. Don't be afraid of the musk. It's not dirty and it's not heavy, but there is a little bit of this animalic tone on my skin at least, but it's like done perfectly. I hate when fragrances smell animalic, like dirty. I don't love them, but this one, there's something in here that just like, it's balanced, it's made to perfection. Everything is balanced off so well that that dirty tone is like sensual. I love it. I love this one. So if you haven't tried it yet, please go ahead and try it. I'm going to link everything down in the description box so you guys can shop. One that honestly, I haven't worn a lot, but as I was preparing for this video, I sprayed this on myself and I was like, what? This has been in my collection for the longest time, and why haven't I worn it? It smells so different to me now than when I first tried it. When I first tried it, I honestly didn't love it. And I tried it today and I'm like, oh, this is coming out to play for my next date night because it just did something to me. It is so beautiful. It's from Fragrance du Bois and it's Siberian Rose. Guys, my nose is definitely changing and developing, and I love that. This smells exquisite. The opening, there is pear, pink pepper. I think there's cinnamon in there. And it's just like, wow, it awakens your senses. In the mid, you have your florals, of course. There is rose, there's jasmine. Oh, I love rose. Rose combined with jasmine or peony is like perfection. Like all types of rose is right up my alley. And I think there is amber and patchouli in the base, but let me just spray it on myself so I can really, really describe. And I love the atomizer on the Fragrance du Bois fragrances. Look at this. Oh my God. The mist on this is just so beautiful. It's like creamy and luscious, grown. I definitely get this like mossy vibe. Like there's this earthy tone. I don't know what it is. There's this earthy tone in the dry down, but it's very luscious. It's very creamy. It just like creates this scent bubble that is sensual, but grown and sophisticated. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I was doing with this fragrance, but this is definitely going to come out to play. It smells like me. There are fragrances in my collection that I wear because I like the way that they smell, but then there are fragrances that smell like me on different phases of my life. This one smells like me right now. At this phase of my life where I am the most happiest, this Siberian Rose smells like me. Oh, yes, 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 yes. This is a fragrance that is going to be on rotation for date nights. Even during the day, I could wear this because it's not heavy at all. It smells so good. And I can see myself layering this with various fragrances like Flor narcotic. I can layer it with exalte. I can layer this with something a little bit more sweet. I just think this is beautiful. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. But the last fragrance that I'm going to mention is super special because it is from a fellow fragrance reviewer. I love her channel. I love watching her talk about fragrances. And this is a fragrance that she launched in collaboration with Bella Aura. It's called Exalte, a beautiful rose scent. Guys, get your hands in this right now. This smells so exquisite. It's comparable to a ton of niche fragrances in terms of the quality, the uniqueness of the juice, and how it makes me feel. This smells grown. It smells sexy. It smells rich, okay? You need to try it. There is one of my favorite rose notes in here, which is Turkish rose. I find Turkish rose is so sensual. Out of all the rose notes, Turkish rose is definitely the sexiest, and I'm so glad that it's in this fragrance. It does have a bit of a sweet tone. I've sprayed my skin all over. I'm just gonna spray it up in the air actually. Oh, the opening. It's a little jammy and sweet, but not like sickening sweet and not sugar sweet. It's not like a juvenile fragrance. It's definitely for the grown and sexy. There is this sweet tone in there that is just beautiful. It's a little spicy. And in the dry down, it's kind of ambery and warm. Honey, it's very much a resinous rose scent. It's like slightly woody in the dry down, but like a creamy woody. I can go on and on and on about this fragrance, but definitely something you need to check out if you've never tried this fragrance. And I'm not just saying this because I love Fumi. I am saying this is great quality. It lasts so well, and it's definitely one that I'll be pulling out more often this year. Here's my problem. Here is my problem. I do not gravitate towards like travel size fragrances. They always get lost in my collection. And that's probably why I haven't worn this over and over again. Because if it was like a bottle, it would be in the forefront. And sometimes it just gets lost. But this is a beautiful scent. And if I could get the full size bottle, I probably would. But I don't think they're available anymore. They only have like the travel size ones. But I will link everything down below. But the fragrance, the juice on this is stunning. It's wildly sexy, feminine, grown, rose done in a way that is not vintagey. It's still quite modern. One of those rose scents that will last for a really long time in terms of like the scent profile. It's timeless. So definitely get your hands on this. This is beautiful. Fumi did an incredible job with this one, and I cannot wait to see her next project. Like, we are waiting patiently, girl. Bring it to us. But guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and saw something new and cool today. I will link everything down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to say thank you for all the love and support and for hanging with me all these years. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Ciao.